Got it.
Oh.
We could stop. We could, how do I stop this?
10,
No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
32.
Stop it. Hey y'all, it's your girl Cecilia. Welcome back to my channel. I am looking like a dad in Hawaii today with my 80s, there's literally shoulder pads in this, with my 80s shirt. But today I wanted to bring you my March TBR, but with a twist. But what I wanted to do today is that I saw like a kind of a trend going on in the booktube community where everyone's doing like themed game TBR. So like people do like Twister picks my TBR, or like Candy Crush picks my TBR. I don't know if anyone's actually done that, but whatever. Or Monopoly chooses my TBR, and I wanted to do my version of that, but with a game that I love dearly. Bingo! I love bingo so much. I go play bingo a lot with my mom. We have a bingo parlor not very far from here, and it's just really fun to go and play. It's also a family tradition in my family where when you turn 18, you go to the bingo, or you go to the casino, and we've always played bingo. It's like a thing that we do for birthdays, and it's always fun. And I wanted to kind of bring my love of bingo to booktube. So I wanted to show you guys what I am doing today. I have my bingo card here on my phone. It's the simple bingo card where it just kind of auto-generates it for you. So I'm either going to get 4 to 5 books, like 4 if I do diagonal with the free space. And basically I'm going to have like a bingo caller also on my phone. Like, look, like, guys, look, I'm prepared. So basically the bingo caller is going to keep going to calling the bingo. And as that keeps going, I'm going to keep waiting until I get a bingo. Once I get a bingo, I have questions or challenges for 1 through 75, and basically each number I get for a bingo is going to correspond with what book, like number, what challenge for books I'm going to read. So like, let's say one of the challenges, read a nonfiction book, or read a book by a queer author, or whatever, or it could be read a book with green on the cover. Like, they could be whatever, and I get to choose what book I want to read for those. I'm also in this video going to be talking about my Wyrdathon TBR, which is from March 1st to 7th, so stay tuned for that. I will have timestamps down below if you don't want to watch this bingo part, but I think it'll be fun.
Me too. 57. Okay. 33. 33. Nope. 38. Nope. 58. Mm-hmm. Yes. 13. Nope. 56. No. Oh, yes, I do. Oh. 73. Nope. Oh. 74. Yes. 45. Yep. 37. Mm-mm. 14. Nope. Oh. 70. Yes. Are we there, Einstein? Oh. 26. I do have that. 50. Nope. 31. Mm-mm. 28.
There you go. One more left.
1.
Oh, I did it. I got it. I think I stopped it. But here, let me show you what my bingo card looks like. So I have one straight across, which is 4 prompt challenges because I didn't do a free space. I just have a free space. But I'm going to go through and see which each one of those are. So I'm going to go from left to right, so starting with the B's and ending with the O's. So I have B1, which is the first one on my list. By the way, all these challenges are from different readathons that I was not able to participate in, and different stuff like that, so I wanted to kind of do those. So this challenge is from Read Your Shelves, which is a book that was a gift. I know exactly what to do for this one. Alright, for this one, I'm going to be reading A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I was actually gifted this by Sasha. I got this book for her while we were doing basically a like Secret Santa on Twitter, and she sent me of course, A Darker Shade of Magic, and I've really been wanting to read the series, and I haven't gotten to her gift yet, but this is the perfect time to do this, and I'm so excited to finally read this book. Number 2 on my bingo board was I-28, and that is from the Readathon Tome Infinity, and that is read a book with comic relief. I know exactly what to read for this one as well. Alright, I'm going to be reading A Restaurant at the End of the Universe by Douglas Adams. This is the bind-up of the entire series. So, The Restaurant at the End of the Universe is the second book in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series. This I so far love the first book, and this is just a really fun series. Everything is really funny, and basically, I didn't even explain what Darker Shade of Magic is about. Oh, I don't even know, so that's fine. But this is basically about Arthur Dent, and he lives on Earth, and his house is about to get demolished, but his friend, Ford Prefect, saves him right before the Earth gets demolished, and they start hitchhiking across the galaxy together, and it's just really fun and interesting, and I just love. I would say this is a space opera. I'm not exactly sure, but I just love just like space adventure stories. So this is going to be so amazing. All right, well, I don't have anything for N, so that's okay. So next one is G57, which is from Fairy Tale-a-thon. So it says, read a retelling that takes place during winter or has a wintry word in the title. Takes place during winter, or I don't think I have any retellings on my TBR. But I'm just going to go with the book that has a wintry word in the title because I can't think of anything else. So I think I'm going to pick... Does Witchwood take place during the winter? I'm going to look that up real quick because if Witchwood takes place during the winter, then I think that would be a perfect book. I think Witchwood takes place in the winter. I hope I'm not wrong with that, but I'm going to go with Witchwood by Tahara Mafi. I'm actually going to be buddy reading this for the Zodiac-a-thon. I will have a TBR for the Zodiac-a-thon happening later in the month when it actually happens, but us Geminis, I think, are either going to read Witchwood or the Archives, but I'm leaning towards Witchwood. But I believe Witchwood is about a girl, I don't remember her name, but she basically goes, her job is to wash dead bodies for a living, and that's all I know. It is a middle grade fantasy, and I'm really excited to get into this one as well. I'm going to be checking this one out from the library. And my last one for my bingo TBR is 074, which is from Polarathon. It's read a book that has Northern mythology or folklore. Northern mythology or folklore. I'm going to go check my shelves real quick, and I'll see if I have something for this. Alrighty, for this challenge, I'm picking up 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This, I am pretty sure, Leigh Bardugo usually hooks in like Russian mythology or folklore into her stories, so I think that 6 of Crows is going to be perfect. Basically, this book, what happens in this book? I believe there's a heist, there's 5 different people, I know some of their people's names, and that's really it. I don't really know much. This book is signed and personalized, so I don't know why I haven't gotten to it yet, and it has black spray edges, so I'm excited about this book. I'm proud. These are the 4 books I'm doing. Of course, I don't have the 4th book physically right now, but that's all right. So I'm actually really happy about these. It's very fantasy with the one sci-fi into this. I didn't do that on purpose. The challenges are kind of a mix of variety where it can have realistic fiction, but also not realistic fiction in it as well. But yeah, that was my bingo TBR. I want to maybe continue this on and keep doing it every month and switch up the challenges, which I think would be really fun. So yeah, I think that's going to be great. But now I want to show you my challenges for the Wyrdathon. So the Wyrdathon is going from March 1st to 7th. I'm going to put up the amazing co-host here on the screen, and this is created by Brody from Et2 Brody. I really love his channel. You guys should go subscribe to them and all of the other co-hosts for the Readathon. The concept of Wyrdathon is that it's basically word association. So they have 25 words that you can choose from, and basically you kind of pick books to go with it. So I want to do one book for 5 words. I tried to choose one from each of the co-hosts, but I don't remember what all the co-hosts' words were, so we'll see what we got. But I'm just going to go through and tell you what I have. So, for spooky, I've chosen Vampires of Manhattan by Melissa De La Cruz. I wrote Melissa De La Cruz's other book. I know how to deal with Filipino immigration and stuff like that, but I can't remember the title at the moment. But I enjoyed that book. I gave it 4 stars, and I thought that was a really good book. And I saw this book from her at, I believe it was like a Dirt Cheap, and which is a store, by the way. And it was dirt cheap. It was $1, I think. And I'm actually excited to get into this. I believe that this is a paranormal thriller about vampires and stuff in Manhattan. That's all I really know. It's not long, like, at all. It's like 220 pages, so this will be a perfect read for the readathon. Second book, I actually had to switch because I finished this book in or finished the book I was originally going to put for this in February, so I had to choose another book. So for this, the word hidden, I'm choosing Under the Udala Trees by Chinelo Okparanta. I was supposed to read this in February, but I didn't get to it, so I thought it'd be perfect to do for Wyrdathon. Basically, there is this woman, her name is Ijoma, and she lives in Nigeria during their civil war. She falls in love with, or she is the displaced child, and she falls in love with another displaced child who is a woman. And I believe in Nigeria, it's either, I think it's illegal to be queer in Africa. Really easy in Africa. I mean, like, I meant to say Nigeria. So I thought this would be amazing. I heard good things about this book. It's like 320 pages, so this will also be nice for the readathon. So I'm excited about this. All right, and the third word is power. And for power, I'm choosing Black Panther Volume 1 by Ta-Nehisi Coates? I'm going with it. But I actually don't know what this one's about other than just Black Panther, but I'm excited to get into this graphic novel. I have wanted to read this for a hot minute, and I was also supposed to read this in February, but finally getting to it now, so. The fourth book is Sunshine, and when I thought about Sunshine, the first thing I thought about was summer, so I'm picking up What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. This book I've had for a little bit. Not that long, actually. I've had it since it came out. But this book basically takes place between Arthur and Ben, and I don't remember who is who, but I believe one of them is mailing back, or they meet at the post office, and one of them is mailing back, I think, their ex-boyfriend's items. And it talks about their meet cute. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I haven't liked two of Becky out. I've read the Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda and Leon the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli, and I didn't really like either of them. I gave one 3 stars and one 2 stars, or I gave both 3 stars, I think. And I haven't read anything from Adam Silvera, so I want to see how this goes. And the last book on this is Passion, and for Passion I am picking Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nagan. I'm actually currently reading this right now. I am on page 84, and I'm really enjoying this. This book basically takes, has her main character named Lay, and she is, basically she's a paper girl, she is from the paper class, which are the humans that are on the, basically like peasants, but she is known for having these very fiery eyes. These eyes, I don't know if you could see on them, but they're just like bright and vibrant red and yellows and oranges, and basically because of this, like, thought that she, this rumor about her eyes, she gets chosen forcibly to be one of the paper girls, which basically turn into like the king's concubines. She doesn't want to do it, but she is bribed because she said it's basically like, you need to be a paper girl or your family's gonna get hurt. So she is forced to go into this, and I believe she falls in love with another one of the paper girls. I'm like currently reading and I'm trying to speculate. I'm like, ooh, which one are you gonna read? Which one are you gonna fall in love with? Because there's 8 at the moment. Well, there's there's 8 other girls and she's the 9th girl, so I want to see who she falls in love with. I'm like really excited to see who that is. But yes, I'm loving this and I'm excited to finish this for Wyrdathon. So yeah, that is my TBR for Wyrdathon. I'm excited to read all of these books during this month. I've been in such a reading mood, and since I have like nothing to do during the day, I think I'm going to get through a lot of these. But yeah, that's it for my TBR today. Let me know if you're going to be reading any of these books or if you are taking place in Wyrdathon. And that's it for me today, guys. I will see you in another video. Goodbye.